Hey, good morning, everybody. I have had a lot of requests for this video, so I thought I would jump on here really quick and do an eyebrow tutorial. I know everybody is so excited about this. I by no means consider myself an eyebrow expert. I do know my eyebrows really well, and I think the more you play around and mess with your own eyebrows, the more you will get to know them. So I'm just going to give you some like basic tips and then let you guys kind of, play with it and go from there, because no two eyebrows are the same. Not even the same, like my eyebrows on my face are not the exact same. So you just kind of have to figure out what works for you. And there's lots of different techniques and all of them work just as well. You just have to find which look you like the best. They're all going to give you different looks and how you like to do. I'm sorry, I've got an itchy knee. Okay, so I typically use these two products. The Salon Perfect On Point Brow Pencil. I get this at Walmart. It has like the tri-tip microblading marker effect. You can see how it gives you like individual hair stroke look. Or I love the Brow Wiz by Anastasia in taupe. And this is the one that has, and I'm completely out, you guys, so I can't even show you, but it has like a little teeny tiny tip to it. So you can get like super individualized hair strokes and get really in there. And then the other end has a spoolie. And you absolutely need some kind of spoolie, whether you use one that's on a brush or you use an old mascara wand. Whatever you have to do, you need a spoolie. You need to comb them out. Another one that I have tried in the past, I don't love it, but that's because I think I'm so loyal to the ones that I have, is the Brow Stylist Definer by L'Oreal. It also has that small tip and the spoolie on the other end. So it's kind of like the less expensive version of the Anastasia. But what I have found, though, is that the little crayon part of this falls out. And I have to put it back in. And see, did you see that? How it just kind of fell down? Like, I don't know. I don't love it. I think if they maybe changed the packaging on it and made that little fix to it, I might be able to enjoy it a little bit better. But for now, I'm just going to keep paying the money to get the product that I know works for me and that I am loving. So I'm going to throw my hair into a little side ponytail here with my lovely silk scrunchie that will not damage my hair. I love it. I found these at, let me think, where was I? Nordstrom Rack in Farmington. So that's where you can get those. I'm sure you can find them other places too. Or the third option, which I don't typically use a lot of, but can absolutely be done. And I actually had a cute client over the other day that did her eyebrows for me this way so I could watch and see how she does it. And I'm going to actually try it today for you guys to see how it works. But take like, I have like a total hash like cut up angled brush that's really thin. And then take like a eyeshadow that's darker. Get it a little bit wet, I would think, and use that to kind of carve it out. So since I'm out of my Anastasia pencil, I'm going to show you guys this on one eyebrow, and then I'm going to do the eyeshadow one on the other so you guys can kind of see how you could do both. So this could go really bad. We don't know, because I don't typically do eyeshadow on my eyebrows, but I think it gives a really natural look, and I am all about like the natural look. So my eyebrows are decent, but the older I get, the more it's like I'm thinning here, I'm thinning here. The ends, the tail ends of my brows are just getting super thin, and I'm trying to be really careful like with when I wax and like not getting too thin with it, but they're just naturally doing that. So I am working with what I got. So I'm going to take my Salon Perfect On Point marker, And I'm going to go here. And I'm not going to go all the way to the corner first because I want this outside part of my eyebrow to be naturally lighter. And this is super hard to do in a little viewfinder. Okay, so see how I just kind of like did tiny little baby strokes there, and then right here I'm just going to lightly kind of feather that in. See how it's a little bit lighter there? Then I'm going to turn the angle of this brush. So this brush is only $4. I think it's a fantastic option if you cannot afford microblading, but you love like the microblading look. And see how I've messed up right here? I can just wipe it off. Like, it's not a big deal if you make a mistake on your eyebrows. You just kind of wipe it off or get a Q-tip. And so, okay, I go to there. And then right here is where I should have like my natural peak, because you can see where it is in relation to my eye. See, right up, straight up from my iris. Got itchy nose. And I'm going to turn my pencil. I'm not going to come down this way because I don't like the tail end of my eyebrows to be super thick. So I'm going to turn it so that I'm doing the skinny side here. And I'm going to come from that point and just do little strokes. Okay. So now I have, and I'm just going to trace the top. Again, I'm not coming all the way to the corner. I'm keeping all of my dark pigment there. And then if I wanted to really carve out and make that look nice and detailed, I could do that there. Then the key, after you've done that, is to take the spoolie end of a brush and just kind of comb it out, blend it in. This is going to remove any excess product and get all those brow hairs going the same way. So there you have it. That's that one. Okay, now we're going to go in and I'm going to take some setting spray and I'm going to spray that angled brush to get it a little bit wet. You could even use just rose water, tap water, whatever you wanted. And I'm going to go in with actually this color right here, which I believe is the color Coal. Yep. So Coal here. And I'm just going to take my brush, my angled brush, and I'm going to pick up some pigment. And I don't need a ton because I don't want to put on too much. I would rather layer on top. And see how I'm just going right in there and I'm just feathering that up in. Okay, I like that. I might be doing shadow from now on. You just want to pick a color that's good for you. And this is probably the easiest eyebrow method I have ever tried. I'm not going to lie. I'm a little excited about this. And then I'm just tracing down, picking up a little bit more product for the end of my... And this would help if I had a better angled brush too, that I hadn't like totally hashed up and destroyed. So there you go. I am loving the eyeshadow method, you guys. Look how much like crisper. I mean, obviously I think it's too dark of a color for me. I need to get a different color. But let's see what happens once I brush out the extra product. I'm going to kind of wipe some of that off. You see, that's just too dark for me. I'm going to wipe it off actually and try a lighter one and see. Let's see what happens. I will be back. Don't you worry. Okay, so I wiped off both brows. We're going to try both of them with eyeshadow and see what happens. So I'm going to try this one right here. This is Oak. It's a little bit lighter. I mean, my eyebrows are naturally pretty dark compared to my like natural hair color. I've always been that way. My cousins are all that way, so we deal with it. Same thing. I'm just going to dip into that, and I'm going to start here. And just lightly blend up. And I'm just going to trace out the natural shape of my brow. And we're going to fill in the tail end here. Looking good. Then I'm going to take my spoolie. See, that's a much more natural color. You want to try to match as close as you can to the natural color. And if you don't get the right color at first, it's fine. Wipe it off. Try again. Nobody is perfect. I clearly am not. Re-wetting my brush with some setting spray. And the reason I'm using setting spray is because that's also going to help adhere that product better rather than just something that's like wet. It's going to set that on there and it's going to stay a lot better. So same thing, I'm going to start here on the inner corner and get most of my pigment off of my brush there before I come here. I'm going to come around there, trace the natural shape of my brow. And this can get a little bit more difficult if you don't have an eyebrow, but the more you practice, like the better it's going to be. And they don't have to be the exact same. Like, just get them close, get them going, you know, a decent direction, get your arches in the right places, and you'll be good. Okay, I got that on. I'm going to brush that out, get any extra product off, blend everything down in. Get my hairs going the right direction. And then because I have curly eyebrows, let me see if I can even find it here. I might have put it away. Imagine that I put something away. Let me see. Oh, I can't find it. Anyhow. Oh, here it is. Did I put it away? Imagine that. So, honestly, I have tried a lot of brow gels, and a lot of them will either flake or get too crunchy, and I don't like it. So, I actually like the e.l.f. brand. I think they're like, it's like maybe $2 at the most. This is just a clear gel. You can use it for your, one side is supposed to be for your eyelashes, the other side is supposed to be for your brows. You can see mine's a little bit tinted brown now because I have used it over the top of. But you can see how that just kind of takes those hairs, places them exactly where they need to be, and sets them in place. And then I'm good to go. So, and if I had any cleanup, I could always take a Q-tip, run along the edges, go under here, get everything nice and precise. But that's your basic eyebrow tutorial. So go out, try it, and then send me pictures. I love to see how you guys do things, and I love to learn new tips and techniques. So if you have anything you'd like to share with me, let me know. And I hope you guys have a fantastic, awesome brow day. See ya. Bye.